In the article, Why Every Organization Needs an Augmented Reality Strategy, they describe augmented reality as a set of technologies that superimposes digital data and images on the physical world, promises to close this gap and release untapped and uniquely human capabilities. They also stretch the point that we need to get on board with this system because it is something that is really going to take off this year. Seeing that this AR system will take off this year, it hits close to home. When reading this article, it becomes obvious that high-level marketers should really take what this article says into consideration because they see a lot of changes coming to interact with the physical world. Some examples of augmented reality in today's world are things such as Snapchat filters, Pokemon Go, and systems in cars that can alert drivers when they are too close to another car or things of that sort. AR systems are even being used within the U.S. military. The United States Navy has been using it to assess and inspect their ships. It seems that AR systems are pretty widely used already, and they are only going to be utilized more and more as we get further into the year of 2020. Some of the many ways that we will see AR systems utilized will be through visualization, instructions and guidance, and interaction. AR systems can enhance the exposure of things that are very hard to see or even impossible to see in the world today. Instructions and guidance allow more of a 3D approach to the GPS systems we are used to seeing in today's world. Interactions are changed through allowing us to interact with systems with hand gestures instead of buttons and things that we are normally used to. By looking at the ways that AR systems will be utilized and are being utilized, it is obvious that marketers will see a change and even benefit from these AR systems. A major economic boost is projected to come from the advancement and prominence of the AR systems. In this Harvard Business Review, they project that it is going to improve the value chain. These improvements are going to be made among product manufacturing, product development, product logistics, marketing and stress, and after-sales service. These are all things that high-level marketers are going to deal with firsthand. So it is important for them to pay attention to these things and have them in mind if these advancements do come about. This article also projects that this will change how companies compete with one another. Some key things for marketers to keep in mind when thinking about these AR systems are that they will need to adapt this type of technology. Like, should they adapt this type of technology? Can they partner with the companies that are making this product? The security measures that might need to be taken, and many other things that are helpful and essential for high-level marketers to think about when it comes to these AR systems. This article gives a very good breakdown of what marketers might want to look for. So I feel that it would be something that is worth a marketer's time to read through and consider. In the article, Don't Let Big Data Bury Your Brand, an example and first-hand experience is shared from someone who was a leader at Capital One over their marketing department. The company relied on analytics heavily for many years, and when it came to their marketing approach, making it one of their top priorities to be in the Fortune 200. However, the CEO felt that things needed to take and focus needed to be shifted to more of a brand building approach. The main point of this article seems to be giving a source for high-level marketers to look at how the best CMOs have been able to juggle both short-term promotions and brand building as their marketing strategies. Several examples of how these CMOs have managed to come to establish both short-term sales and long-term brands evenly and as needed in their companies. One of the examples that stuck out to me in this article was with CMO Mark Addix at General Mills. He managed to bring General Mills as well as himself to the successful marketing strategy that has been discussed in this article. He offers a lot of advice for CMOs throughout the article, and one of them is that they should not be afraid to let the data talk. ADDIX feels that this can give companies an insight into what consumers want and help figure out where they are falling short with the unhappy customers. ADDIX makes the comment that data can be just as useful in brand building. The investment is less controversial. Other than this particular example, the main ideas and advice in getting a business to where they are successfully in the marketing area, or in marketing, some of the key points throughout this article were to make every piece of branding do double duty, use data to make the case for brand building, don't do it if you can't defend it, get branders and analysts to collaborate, and to make sure that age does not get in the way of marketing. So in that aspect, sometimes the older way of doing things, people don't want to stray away from that. So having new people come in and speak their mind and kind of get this new brand of marketing coming in can be helpful. And so it's important for the younger people to want to speak up and the older people to really keep an open mind and work together to gain the most success. Each of these things can come together or work separately to really transform and make marketing for a company successful. I feel that marketers of all levels could benefit from this article, and a lot of the information comes from CMOs themselves who have been in different situations and found the best ways to come out of them successfully.